Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Money in the Bank live from London, England, and also welcome back to more Universe Mode on the JPG channel. It is one of the most highly anticipated events of the entire calendar year because it really changes the trajectory of two superstars' career in one night. Both a male and a female competitor will win this briefcase and will have up to a year to challenge for a world title, cashing in that briefcase effectively if they play their cards right, because I mean we have seen in the past that there have been failed attempts. But really, if you take an old page out of the playbook of the Radar Superstar Edge and you make yourself the ultimate opportunist, you really cannot mess up, something that is so shocking and so that it's non-inspected. Like we've seen people cash in Money in the Bank briefcases after the champion has had a grueling 20 to 30-minute match, getting brutalized. Maybe after a stipulation match, like a ladder match or a Hell in a Cell, or you got to pick your moments when you're cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcases is basically, what I'm getting at. But there are people that believe in dignity, and there are people that believe in a validation as well. Of course, there are some wrestlers here that would love to take the easy way out and get their championship victory, some their first championship victory, and there are also other competitors here that want to do it the dignified way and actually, feel like they earned a championship even though they have a briefcase that gives them the opportunity to cash in whenever they want to. It really depends on the morals, I guess, of these people, as we are joined by Alexa Bliss, a former women's Money in the Bank winner. Meanwhile, this woman right here, Valkyria, and the woman we just saw beforehand, Tiffany Stratton, the center of the universe, first timers here in Money in the Bank. Both have not won the Money in the Bank briefcase yet in their career. Both are looking to skyrocket to the top of this women's division here on the JPG channel, and really either one of these women can do exactly that with a big win here tonight, surviving 5 other women, surviving the grueling punishment that these ladders will dish out towards every single competitor that we see, all 12 individuals that we will see throughout tonight competing in ladder matches. Valkyria, one of the more recent entries, one of the more recent qualifiers, along with Tiffany Stratton, this past week just qualified, scathing out a win against Naomi and Liv Morgan, picking her moments. And if she can do that, she will have success here tonight and success with cashing that Money in the Bank briefcase in as well. Tiffany Stratton, on the other hand, beating the debuting Jordan Grace and the always impressionable, if I can put it lightly, Chelsea Green. Another woman right here, the genius of the Sky, Io Sky. One of the more recent qualifiers. Last Monday night's main event defeated Mariah May and Charlotte Flair to qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match tonight. That was also certainly a very thrilling match to witness and to call for myself, of course. If you guys didn't watch this past week's Monday Night Raw episode leading into Money in the Bank, or any of the episodes leading to Money in the Bank, I suggest you would do that after checking this PLE out, because, I mean, sometimes it's just nice to see the how we got here. It's nice to see, the matches, the performances that these 6 competitors had to go through just to qualify for this match alone, and they still, on top of it, have to endure the punishment of ladders and try and to basically outperform 5 other women in this match. And some of these women are larger than life, just spectacle athletes. Of course, the woman that I'm referring to in particular is coming out right now. The Storm, Jade Cargill, perhaps an odds-on favorite to win this entire thing, the Money in the Bank ladder match. A lot of people would say Jade Cargill is on the rise in her career. She definitely just, I mean, the potential, the world championship potential that this woman has is well documented just based on her, well, obviously her physique, but also her presence. It's just, you know when Jade Cargill is in a room, it's the aura, it's the presence, it's her, the way she carries herself. We say it almost every time we see her out here, but it doesn't get any lightly. And coming off of 2 WrestleManias back-to-back in losing efforts, but also in great performances, one against the Queen Charlotte Flair at last year's WrestleMania, and now this year against the EST Bianca Belair in Philadelphia a few months back. With that type of experience, getting in the ring with obviously some of the more better, some of the greatest women's world champions we've ever seen in our time, in Belair and Charlotte Flair. You know, that experience does wonders for your career. And speaking of the word career, this woman right here, her WWE career just started a few weeks ago. Stephanie Vaquer, she won her debut match to get into this match. So, I mean, this is her second match here in WWE. She won her debut match in a qualifier, surviving Asuka and Shotzi. And now Stephanie Vaquer has the chance to almost maybe make history and being the fastest rising star that in the women's division, of course, that we've ever seen, maybe even in any other division, because I don't know another competitor in their second match that has won, you know, a match that leads them into a championship opportunity at any time of their choosing. Stephanie Vaquer wins tonight. She is the women's Money in the Bank briefcase holder. She could cash in later on tonight against Rhea or Bianca. She could wait to cash in against Sasha or whoever, you know, the next time Sasha defends her title, whenever the hell that might be. But my point being is, like, that's how quickly your career can change. Even for somebody that just debuted, it just depends on how badly you want it. Let's look at this Io Sky with a big bulldog to Alexa Bliss. Io Sky wiping out Alexa Bliss. We're going to try and stay with all this action. It's going to be very hard to do so, though. As now look at this Io Sky. Oh, went for a drop kick on Cargill. Cargill stepping out of harm's way. Cargill grabbing a steel chair. Going to meet Io Sky in the center of the ring here. And Io Sky, though, makes her pay for it big time. Lyra Valkyria now with the kicks. Sky catches that as well. Saw Vaquer trying to grab a kick. Oh, and they're already introduced is the ladders. You know, it hasn't been too long since we've seen a multi-person ladder match. We just saw one at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship, and honestly, it was one of the best matches of both nights, if you ask me. That, of course, saw the rise of the badass Braun Breaker defeating 7 other men to become the Intercontinental Champion, and you see what kind of a run he's been on as of late. He even had a Money in the Bank qualifying match to where she unfortunately did not get to pick up the victory after seemingly so that he has his eyes focused a little bit more on the presence of Obafemi, a man that he's had a history with down in NXT. Jey Uso able to take advantage. There goes that word again, opportunity advantage. You're gonna hear me say that a lot tonight, because really, like, that's the name of the game when it comes to the Money in the Bank ladder match. You have to be willing to take advantages. You have to see these pockets of opportunity to really be successful, not only in qualifying matches, but also winning that Money in the Bank briefcase. It'll also give you, you know, kind of the training wheels in order for you to figure out how to cash in that Money in the Bank briefcase on a timely manner. And now look at this Io Sky with a kick right to the face of Lyra Valkyria. What the hell? That's Stephanie Vaquer right there. Just brought a table out to play. And now we got TLC. We got tables, ladders, and chairs to start this one. This is going to be chaotic, folks. This is certainly going to be one to watch. Saito suplex by Io Sky. As now Io Sky grabbing a hold of Tiffany Stratton in the center of the ring. We see Stephanie Vaquer and Alexa Bliss doing battle on the outside. Lyra Valkyria looking for her next moment. As now Io Sky grabs a hold of that ladder. And now look at this, face first into Tiffany Stratton. Not going to be the center of the universe if the ladder hits you right in the face. And now Io Sky and Stephanie Vaquer, what a dream match that is. Io Sky now wrapping her up in the tarantula lock. Genius of the Sky picking her moments in this match and certainly bringing the fight to all 5 of these ladies. Jade Cargill now sending Tiffany Stratton into the ring. A lot of dream matches in this scenario, as a matter of fact. Io Sky now setting Stephanie Vaquer into the ropes. Lyra Valkyria goes off the ropes with a springboard crossbody. And now Lyra Valkyria, look at this big drop kick right to the face of Vaquer. Io Sky momentarily taken out of this one. She's dazed and confused on the outside. Lyra Valkyria goes to work on Vaquer. Another dream match, if you ask me, between Vaquer and Lyra Valkyria, 2 NXT talents. As now look at this Io Sky. And now wait a minute. Oh, I was going to say, drives the elbow right into the face of Vaquer, but Vaquer able to get her whereabouts real quick. Is now Cargill and Vaquer with a double team. Double Russian leg sweep that time by Cargill and Vaquer. Lyra Valkyria now trying to... Oh, but Tiffany Stratton, ever the opportunist is Tiffany Stratton. We talk about how big of a year Stratton has had. A tremendous performance against the Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. A lot of people also think that she might be on the verge to winning this one tonight. But not if Lyra Valkyria has something to say about it. Stratton trying to kick her off, though. I'll give it to Tiffany Stratton. She certainly is motivated to get this job done here tonight. But watch out. Lyra Valkyria with a huge crossbody. Lyra Valkyria with a huge crossbody to Stratton. Meanwhile, Stephanie Vaquer trying to sneak in from the back here. Lyra Valkyria and Stephanie Vaquer take a dive. As now Io Sky and Jade Cargill. Look out here. What does Io Sky have planned? Sky has Cargill on the ropes. What does Io Sky have planned here? Oh no, wait a minute. That ladder or that table and Vaquer are in perfect positioning. Oh my God, a Spanish fly right on the ladder. What the hell? Cargill might be out for the rest of this entire thing here. Io Sky now with a kick to the midsection of Vaquer. That was incredible to see. And now Io Sky's not done there just yet. Has Vaquer planted up here. Look out on the knee. Io Sky really picking her moments, as I already stated in this match. Another favorite to win this thing has to be Io Sky. I mean, she's been up on the horizon for a long time now. Suicide dive to Stephanie Vaquer. Now Cargill's back up on her feet. Apparently doesn't want anything to do with Io Sky here. Io Sky and Lyra Valkyria are the only ones left in the ring right now. But now, wait a minute. Io Sky meets the Storm once again. Cargill looking to get her lick back. Oh, what a reverse power slam after being slammed on that ladder, courtesy of the genius of the Sky. Lyra Valkyria with a fisherman buster. Io Sky now. Nice enziguri kick from Lyra Valkyria. Look out here. Big bulldog from Io. And now Io Sky. What does she have planned for Cargill? Look out here. Oh, kicks off the shoulder and a big drop kick connects. Stephanie Vaquer, nowhere to be found right now. She might be out, but Tiffany Stratton landed a nice Green Bay plunge that time. And now, wait a minute, Io Sky, look out. Oh, victory roll into a huge mushroom stomp to the chest. Io now sending Jade Cargill to the floor here. Shoulder first into the midsection. Vaquer tries to set up a ladder again. Io Sky's there to meet her. And now here's the clash we've been waiting for between Vaquer and Sky. And now, wait a minute. Oh, no. Io Sky face first. Right on the ladder. Koji clutch submission hold cinched in the center of the ring. Lyra Valkyria trying to bring that ladder up into the corner. Vaquer now trying to meet her. Oh, big drop kick, single leg drop kick by Vaquer. Io Sky now in a world of trouble as Vaquer. Oh, no. I think I know exactly what she's going. Oh, I was going to say, looking for the devil's kiss, but Io Sky had it scouted. But no, oh, a big strike right to the face of Io Sky. Lyra Valkyria goes off the ropes again. Does not completely connect that time around. As now Io Sky and Vaquer meet once again. Big super kick to the midsection. Lyra Valkyria and Jade Cargill tussling in the middle of the ring. Alexa Bliss now has a hold of Vaquer. Big drop kick to the back of Cargill. Just went almost directly through that ladder. Vaquer trying to get up back to her feet. Another Koji clutch by Io Sky. And now Vaquer trying to get back into the ring here. Stomping out the face of Io Sky. And now, wait a minute, Stephanie Vaquer now grabs a whole nice STO. Lyra Valkyria and Vaquer meeting once again. Cargill and Tiffany Stratton. We mentioned the dream match scenarios that are all across the board here tonight. Went for a shoulder tackle. Oh, Lyra Valkyria getting out of harm's way the only way she knows how. Another Koji clutch by Io Sky. Third one in the match, as a matter of fact. She's trying to, I mean, that's a pretty good strategy. She's trying to ultimately incapacitate her opponents to make sure they can't even get up. Choke them out, make sure they can't get up, and then you can climb the ladder to success. And now Tiffany Stratton out there on the outside. Alexa Bliss meeting up with Vaquer. Io Sky's got that steel chair. Vaquer shuts it down, though. Sky now sending Vaquer almost reeling into the floor. And now wait, Vaquer. Oh, a big drop kick to the back of the neck. Jade Cargill with a spine buster. Momentarily teamwork from Vaquer and Cargill. Cargill going for a clothesline, but Vaquer with a German suplex. Vaquer with a German suplex. Tries to target Alexa Bliss. Bliss not having any of it. And now, wait a minute, look at this. Nice tilt-a-whirl arm drag by Vaquer. Wiping Lyra Valkyria out. And now big knee to the midsection of Alexa Bliss. Vaquer now was trying to call Bliss up to her feet, but again, it's Io Sky getting into the face of Vaquer. Definitely a developing situation between these two women. Two polarizing individuals in the women's division going hand in hand right now. As now Vaquer, big forearm strike to the face of Sky. And a huge headbutt. And now it's Tiffany Stratton and Stephanie Vaquer locking up. Another tilt-a-whirl arm drag to Stratton this time. Vaquer again. Another huge headbutt to Tiffany. And now Lyra grabbing Vaquer. Everybody wants a piece of La Primera. Io Sky setting up that ladder. Look out for Io Sky. She's looking to steal it from underneath Lyra Valkyria's nose. Tiffany Stratton down and out. Stephanie Vaquer down and out. Jade Cargill has a kendo stick. Look out, Stratton. She was able to momentarily get out of harm's way. Big drop kick to the face of Cargill. And now it's Tiffany Oh my God, a bulldog right on that ladder. Bulldog right on the ladder. That's got to be hard to watch. It is hard to watch. I'm saying that's got to be hard to take. As now Io Sky. Oh, no. Oh! Inverted DDT on the ladder. I think Stratton was going for that rolling fireman's carry directly on the ladder, but Io Sky had other plans in mind. And now Stratton's on Dream Street. Meanwhile, Io Sky looking to take the trash out. Not to say that Stratton is trash. I don't want any beef. As now, look at this. Oh, my God. Right on that chair and the kendo stick. Tiffany Stratton now the only one left in the ring. Now it's her opportunity. Stratton going up the ladder. Stratton trying to reach for that briefcase. Cargill shuts it down. Cargill shuts it down, and there goes Tiffany Stratton. Oh, look at this eat defeat by Vaquer. The eat defeat by Vaquer, and now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are we going to finally see it? Are we going to finally see it? The Devil's Kiss on a steel chair. My God. What a moment. I don't think we're seeing Io Sky for the rest of this match. Meanwhile, Alexa Bliss just hit Sister Abigail on the ladder. And now look at this. Stephanie Vaquer. I was going to say Tiffany Stratton, but that is definitely La Primera. Stephanie Vaquer in the ring right now. Vaquer making her moments in this match. Drop toe hold to Bliss. Jade Cargill now getting a piece of Vaquer. That devil's kiss on the steel chair, that was something. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. Just repeatedly slamming her face into the steel with the force of obviously a woman that's very strong legs in Vaquer. And now Vaquer and Cargill going back and forth. Super kick. Didn't get all of it. Cargill now. Oh no, what the hell's Cargill got planned for Vaquer? My God, face first with a pump handle X Factor. Stephanie Vaquer now a steel chair to the face. Look out in the ring. Lyra Valkyria's in the center of the ring. Stephanie Vaquer down and out. Everybody's down and out. Io Sky just realized exactly what's going on here. As now Io Sky off the ropes. Oh no, Lyra off the rope. Oh, a springboard drop kick connects. Yeah, Io Sky has not been the same since taking that devil's kiss right on the steel chair. Now Alexa Bliss trying to save the match for herself and the 5 other competitors. Vaquer back in the ring. Vaquer's got the kendo stick going after Io Sky here. Sky now getting met by Jade Cargill. All these women getting back in the ring. Oh, what a shoulder tackle by Sky. What a shoulder tackle by Sky is now Io Sky. Look out here. Vaquer now with a DDT. Tiffany Stratton exiting the ring. We saw that table be introduced earlier tonight. Tiffany Stratton setting that table up once again. And now look out here, center of the universe. Big sidewalk slam right on the leg of the ladder. Lyra Valkyria now. Nice Hurricane Rana. Tiffany Stratton and Lyra Valkyria working together momentarily. As Stratton stretches out Bliss. Oh, just wrenching at the arm. Now it's Vaquer back in the ring. Meeting up with the Princess. Oh, what a headbutt. We've seen some nasty headbutts from La Primera here tonight. And now Vaquer. Oh, again, meeting in the ring with Io Sky. Like I said, a very developing situation between these two women. As now Io Sky sends her off the ropes, misses wildly, goes for it again. Vaquer with the reversal again. German suplex right on the ladder. And now Tiffany Stratton was going for a drop kick. Oh, big strike right to the face of Vaquer. And now, wait a minute. No. Oh! Down and out goes Stephanie Vaquer. And now Tiffany Stratton throwing that ladder to the outside. Now she has Io Sky. Has Io Sky planted up. Oh no, again, Io Sky able to slip through the back door with an inverted DDT. That's twice that Stratton has tried that on Io. Now wait a minute, on the ring here, Stephanie Vaquer with the SVB. SVB connects to Io Sky. Tiffany Stratton getting back up on her feet. Gonna try and chase Alexa Bliss off the ladder. Bliss thinks she has the match won. The power of Jade Cargill knocks both ladies off the ladder. Lyra Valkyria coming from behind Cargill. Oh no, but Cargill just got back up on her feet. As now, what the hell does Jade Cargill have planned for Lyra Valkyria? Sends Lyra Valkyria to the floor. Cargill now has that table. Oh, what a spear to Stratton. A spear to Stratton. Bliss now trying to pick her moments, but I think Jade Cargill just might be too powerful. Look out! And now Cargill having her moment to rise. Power bomb, sit out right on the ladder. My God. And now Cargill. Oh, you look at the welts on Lyra Valkyria. The punishment. We mentioned this already before Lyra Valkyria looks like a mess. I think she's bleeding from the face, as a matter of fact. Big shoulder tackle by Cargill. Went for the big boo. Vaquer reverses it. Cargill took a nasty spill. Now Vaquer has Lyra Valkyria in the ring. Io Sky with a steel chair. Went for a steel chair strike on Lyra. Lyra, though, getting out of harm's way. And now, wait a minute. Oh, no. A fisherman buster on the chair. Cargill grabbing a hold of Lyra Valkyria. Spine buster connects. Oh, and a big elbow strike right to the, almost like she had eyes in the back of her head that time, did Cargill. Alexa Bliss now. What does she got planned for Cargill? Big slam. That's a very impressive maneuver from Alexa Bliss. Obviously, the lot smaller individual between her and Cargill. And now goes for an Irish whip, sending Cargill out to the floor. Look out in the ring. Io Sky and Vaquer doing battle once more. Alexa Bliss has Io Sky lined up. Lyra and Tiffany Stratton entering the ring. Cargill trying to get back up to her feet. Oh, she kips up. Man, where is this boost of energy coming from Jade Cargill every single time in this match? After all the punishment all 6 of these ladies have been through, it has been a very grueling. I mean, just look at Lyra Valkyria's back. That is a key factor. Another SVB to Cargill now. And Tiffany Stratton now, look out here. Look at this, Alabama slam. Tiffany Stratton ducking a chair shot from Io Sky. Oh, face first to Io. And now look out, Tiffany Stratton with the PME. Prettiest moonsault ever connects to Io. Lyra's back up on her feet. Lyra throwing caution to the wind. Running crossbody by Lyra. Stephanie Vaquer out there on the center, out there in the ring. Now Tiffany. Oh, what a German suplex by Cargill. Stratton now reversing Lyra. Oh, but look out. I mean, you really have to have eyes on the back of your head. I'm not kidding when I say that. Cargill now, has Io Sky. She has Io Sky up for the Jaded. Jaded connects. This is Cargill's opportunity. No other woman is, I was going to say no other woman is here to stop her, but here comes Vaquer. Cargill now grabbing the briefcase here. Cargill wins. Jade Cargill grabs the Money in the Bank briefcase, and with that, the Storm has officially made her arrival into championship conversation. Jade Cargill has up to a year. Cargill has up to a year to cash that Money in the Bank briefcase in, surviving a hellacious women's Money in the Bank ladder match. My goodness, was this one very, I mean, look at the devil's kiss on the steel chair. That might, and then right after, a Sister Abigail right on the ladder. I mean, they used these weapons to their advantage any time that they possibly could. Developing stories between Vaquer and Io Sky, Stratton and Cargill. I mean, it got very intense, honestly. The heat was rising, and that's exactly how you start the Money in the Bank PLE, folks. We got one more of these things still to come later on, with 6 devoted men this time, looking for their chance at stardom. But what a match. Cargill, at the end of the day, able to get the job done. Vaquer did not, I guess she didn't realize that Cargill was up on that ladder. She went for Tiffany Stratton, and there's that, a little bit of the inexperience from Stephanie Vaquer coming into play. And speaking of experienced, Cargill just gained a hell of a lot more of that, winning this hellacious women's Money in the Bank ladder match to kick things off in London. Well, I hope you didn't think that the action ended there, folks, as we are just getting started here at Money in the Bank. London is in for one hell of a show, especially if that is how we are starting things off. All 6 of those women just put their bodies on the line for the love of the game and for a chance to get a championship opportunity at their choosing. at a time of their choosing is where I'm getting at. At the end of the day, Jade Cargill, the Storm herself, either able to weather the storm of that women's Money in the Bank ladder match, and now she has her chance at immortality, becoming a future women's world champion. I mean, come on, we knew Cargill was going to be a champion eventually. It's almost a win and not how or why or if. It's when will Jade Cargill cash that briefcase in and become the women's world champion. Could be later on tonight. We still have another women's championship match later on tonight, a marquee match of this entire PLE. The first ever time that Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair will square off here on the JPG channel. Of course, that has been a developing situation for Belair ever since the Elimination Chamber when, funny enough, Rhea Ripley cashed in her Money in the Bank briefcase after Jade Cargill had assaulted Bianca Belair. So there's a lot of key factors in this whole scenario between Cargill, Belair, Rhea Ripley. I mean, maybe Jade Cargill feels like Rhea Ripley kind of stole her moment that night after the big beatdown by Cargill to Belair. And hey, if I'm Cargill, I'm looking at that match. We already know Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley are going to give each other hell. Maybe we see Cargill at the end of the night. Maybe she comes, cashes that briefcase in, and then she steals the moment from both of those women. We don't know. Like, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if Cargill's going to wait all the way until the Monday Night Raw before next year's Money in the Bank. That's how long she has to cash that briefcase in, almost an entire year. 365 long days if I'm a champion of just looking over my shoulder, making sure I don't hear a storm is coming after a grueling match. Because best believe Jade Cargill can beat you when you're at 100%. It's almost elementary for her to beat you if you're anything lower than that. But nonetheless, folks, the 6 women action does not stop there, because we have tag team championships to get to. The women's tag team champions, that is Team 2001, the team of Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade. The fast rising young stars here in the women's tag team division and in the women's division in general, getting in the ring with 2 veterans of like Bayley and Becky Lynch, and of course the brand new faction on Monday Night Raw that has been taking over the women's tag team division and the women's division in general, Banks Corporation, of course, led by the women's WWE champion Sasha Banks herself, alongside Mariah May, Brianna Brandy, and Kiana James, who are the 2 individuals that will be participating in this match. Sasha Banks opening up doors, creating another opportunity for Banks Corporation. Obviously, Sasha Banks has her pull backstage, and obviously she's using that to a full effect. Because now we have Brandy and James getting ready to fight for these women's tag team championships. It was just last month that these 2, Brianna Brandy and Kiana James, were facing Becky and Bayley at in Lyon, France at Backlash. And honestly, there was a very impressive performance by Brandy and James. And I would say on maybe a few occasions there, it looked like they were going to get the job done and defeat the wily veterans in Lynch and Bayley. And boy, would Sasha Banks have loved to see that. But nonetheless, we are here right now. Brianna Brandy and Kiana James. This time around, the tag team championships will be up for grabs. This time around, we insert the equation of the women's tag team champions themselves, Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade, who have been in the middle of this budding rivalry of Banks Corporation and Bayley and Becky Lynch. It was a few weeks ago that Bayley and Becky Lynch were challenging for the women's tag team championships, opportunity that they rightfully earned. And of course, that match never got a ultimate finish because, well, Banks Corporation coming in to spoil everybody's nights. That match ending in a disqualification, and of course, as everybody knows, if the title's on the line, a disqualification, you don't see a change of the belts. As now, look, here we go, Perez and Cora Jade. Look out! Oh, Roxanne Perez with a face buster to Kiana James. This is Tornado Tag Team style rules. Obviously, anytime there are multi-persons in the match, you cannot be disqualified. So we're certainly going to see a lot more chaos between all 6 of these individuals. Roxanne Perez striking at the back of Bayley. Bayley ducks Cora Jade's attempt. Now Perez strike right to the face of Bayley. And a big uppercut to the role model. And now look out here. Becky Lynch. Oh my goodness. Swinging leg first on Perez. Roxanne Perez is out. I would say the most questionable team, even though we've seen them tag on a number of occasions now, is certainly Bayley and Becky Lynch, because these are 2 women that were just going at each other's throat not a few months ago at WrestleMania when we saw the 4 horsewomen historical fatal 4-way in Philadelphia. Of course, Sasha Banks, that's when she won the Women's WWE Championship, defeating the 3 other pillars of the women's revolution in Bayley, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair. And now Roxanne Perez sweeps the leg. Beautifully executed that time. Kiana James and Brianna Brandy, they have a lot to prove here tonight, not only to themselves, but of course to the leader of Banks Corporation, Sasha Banks. Becky Lynch and, oh no, wait a minute, Roxanne Perez trying to find her moments in this match. A lot of variables, a lot of moving bodies, just like the last match we saw. Look at this, tilt-a-whirl, head scissors by Perez. Big super kick averted. STO from Bayley goes for the first cover in this match. Perez quick to shut it down. And now look at this. Firing up is Roxanne Perez with the Luthez Perez. Bayley now grabbing a hold of Perez, but Perez flips out the back door. Beautiful bridging German suplex. Brianna Brandy stops it, but gets caught dead in her tracks by Becky Lynch. Oh, a huge running senton by Cora Jade. Now Kiana James. Oh, another running senton by Cora Jade. Lynch goes for the cover here. James able to stop it right in the tracks that time as well. Sleeper slam by Cora Jade. And now big bulldog to Becky Lynch. Oh, look at this. Bayley throwing caution to the wind to the outside with a double axe handle. Got to wonder if the other members of Banks Corporation are going to get involved in this one to obviously secure a victory for Brianna Brandy and Kiana James. Both Mariah May and Sasha Banks are very dangerous individuals when outside the ring. Look at this, head scissors from Kiana James onto Becky Lynch. Bayley now grabbing a hold. Look at this, I just said, are they going to get involved? Here comes Mariah May undoing the turnbuckle pad. Referee Daphne O'Shea apparently did not get to see that. I mean, well, it doesn't really matter. Like, she can't do anything about it. This is a no disqualification match, if you will. As now look at this. Nice Hurricane Rana by Cora Jade. Coming out, and a big running knee strike right to the face. Roxanne Perez goes for the pinfall attempt on Lynch. Lynch gets the shoulder out. And now Roxanne Perez. Oh, driving Becky Lynch. Nice slice bread from Cora Jade to Bayley. Perez is calling Lynch up to her feet. Look out here, Perez. High risk. Oh, suicide dive wipes both Brianna Brandy and Becky Lynch out. Perez is fired up, getting this London crowd fired up as well. What a move by Perez. Wiping out the field that time. Lynch back up on her feet, trying to save her partner, Bayley. Brianna Brandy back up on her feet now, too. And now Perez is trying to duck and dive all these women at the same time. Kiana James threw Cora Jade to the floor. Look out from behind you. James has to save the match for Banks Co. Now Perez and Cora Jade sitting on the sidelines for a second here. Bayley goes to the outside, meets Cora Jade. Perez gets back in the ring. Becky Lynch now. Brianna Brandy kicking away at Cora Jade. And oh, wait a minute, Becky Lynch. Look at this, an arm trap suplex, beautifully executed by Lynch. And now, wait a minute, just hanging Cora Jade's throat out to dry on the ropes. And now Perez with a drop kick right to the face of Kiana James. Bayley coming from behind Brianna Brandy with a headlock fist to the face. Nothing pretty about that. Effective, though. Oh! Backstabber by Perez. Kiana James now. And oh, wait a minute. Grabs a crossface. Crossface in the center of the ring. That's almost that's a move that usually we see Perez pull out. Cora Jade able to save it for her team, though. As now Cora Jade sends Kiana James to the floor. Becky Lynch trying to get the jump on Cora Jade. Big Hurricane Rana by Jade. Went for Bayley, but Bayley able to get out of harm's way. Goes for a Hurricane Rana again. Brianna Brandy keeping her guard. And now look at this, a big swanton by Bayley. Big swanton by Bayley. Roxanne Perez just getting the kick out needed. Airplane spin by Becky Lynch. Can we see the team of Bayley and Becky Lynch pick up the win? Very unorthodox team between Bayley and Becky Lynch, although they did have a brief stint where they tag teamed down in NXT. Look out, Rose Plant connects. The Rose Plant connects in the center of the ring, goes for the victory. Kiana James, though, getting the shoulder out. That was almost a little unexpected, if I could say so myself. Kicking out of Bayley's usually the move that puts the thing to bed. Usually it puts her away. Roxanne Perez now with a sit-out DDT connects to Bayley. And Becky Lynch. I was going to say Bayley coming running in trying to make the save. Daphne Lachey taking a hit from Cora Jade that time. Double arm DDT from Cora. Cora Jade, the rebel that she is, throwing that kendo stick right in the face of Kiana James. And now Becky Lynch throws Roxanne Perez into the announce table. And now face first goes Perez. And now right into the barricade. And look at this, Bayley with the belly to belly. But Daphne Lachey still down. The ref is still down. Bayley's going for the kill again. Here comes Brianna Brandy, though. Look out, what a maneuver. Spinning face buster by Brianna Brandy. Almost a variation of a sling blade, if you will. But like a reverse style. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that. That was impressive, to say the least. As now look at this, Becky Lynch, center of the ring, has Brandy where she wants her. The only two women that are in the ring currently. This does not spell well for Banks Corporation. Brianna Brandy being in there with a seasoned performer like Becky Lynch. And now Becky Lynch is a full head of steam right now. And that exposed turnbuckle that was introduced earlier by Mariah May coming in to play. Although on the side of Banks Corporation, big DDT by Perez. And now Bayley goes for a clothesline. Kiana James catching her off guard, though. And now Kiana James wrenching at the arm of Bayley, trying to pull that shoulder right out of its socket, I suppose. Kiana James now off the ropes. Oh, against Sasha Banks. Look out, manhandle slam to Perez. Manhandle slam to Perez to get the job done. Cora Jade just makes the save. Saving the tag team championships is Cora Jade. Becky Lynch is out. Lynch is out. This is Cora's opportunity to put this thing to bed. All these women are out. Bayley getting back up to her feet now. Big drop kick to the face of Kiana James. Cora Jade calling, I think she was calling Kiana James to her feet. Goes for a crossbody. Oh no, Bayley connects. Oh, what a shot. And now Kiana James from behind. Look out here. Oh, right off the knee. All 6 individuals getting back into this match. Lynch has not been able to get up just yet. Cora Jade. Oh, big drop kick right to the face. We know there's an undying issue between Jade Perez and Lynch. Cora Jade and Brianna Brandy meeting each other. Look at this. Oh, forced down with the inverted DDT. Kiana James grabs a kendo stick. Cora Jade off the ropes with a springboard Hurricane Rana. Springboard Hurricane Rana. Lynch now meeting Cora Jade in the center of the ring, but look out! Sliced bread from Cora. Meanwhile, Bayley. Bayley's got the rose plant. Bayley's got the rose plant. Sliced bread kicks out. Rose plant to Perez. The rose plant to Perez. Cora Jade just realizing what's happening here. What a match. What a match here. Bayley out of harm's way. Now a rose plant to Cora. The rose plant to Cora, but there's Kiana James with the roll-up. Kiana James with the roll-up from behind. From behind, Bayley just got rolled up. Kiana James wins it for her team. Banks Corporation getting the job done effectively, becoming the new women's tag team champions. Oh my goodness. We mentioned the experience of Becky Lynch and Bayley heading into this match, but it's hard to battle experience with ultimate opportunists, with people that look for that tiny window. I guess the name of the game tonight is opportunity, because that's all we're going to be talking about all night long, folks, especially with all these multi-person matches. Cora Jade tried to put Bayley away. Bayley reversing into the rose plant, couldn't even get up onto her feet. Right here, you see it. Kiana James, she went for an elbow attack, but then she realized, hey, I'm going to just catch her off guard. Rolls Bayley up, maybe even gets a handful of tights that time. Meanwhile, Brianna Brandy playing defense with the steel chairs. Clearly, Sasha Banks have taught these two women a thing or two, and now because of that, they are on top of the women's tag team division. What a match we just witnessed between all 6 of these individuals. But at the end of the day, Sasha Banks, Mariah May, and of course, the brand new women's tag team champions, James and Brandy, going to be celebrating big time in the UK tonight.